Who are you?
My name is Bond.
Jim Bond.
Okay, so here some drawings I did on a recent stream at my friend's channel, Anime Academy. Check out their YouTube channel. Yeah, and like in my previous tutorials, also when I was talking about these main principles of drawing vehicles, which is like very convenient for beginners to start, so you can start already to make some cool designs, cool vehicles in your drawings. But also it's actually a very typical approach for artists who draw like dynamic vehicles, like in a comic books and a manga, anime, whatever. So it's like basically just you considering three elements, like a vehicle body, then this tumble dome, or also called greenhouse, this kind of, and wheelbase. So it can be like, maybe let's do like big wheels. So it's a very basic geometry, like very basic 3D objects. So let's see. Something like this. And once you establish this general form, you can start to attach some smaller forms. Maybe like this turbo thing. Maybe there is some kind of exhaust pipes. Some lights, some kind of grenade launcher can put here, and maybe on the back rocket launcher here. So you can just play around with this stuff. And then you just put some final touch. And for some like cyberpunk vehicles or Mad Max stuff, it's just pure fun. You just kind of make total nonsense, just just for energy. Can put like air conditioner, toaster, many cables, nuclear reactor. If you want to be like more kind of a serious world setting kind of, yeah, then you can go for your favorite designs for favorite world building, some computer games or movies, and borrow ideas from them. Just what kind of shapes they have, just what kind of props, equipment they attach to their vehicles. So, because everybody look for others, you once you decide you want to do some genre thing, like a cyberpunk, it automatically means that you need to look for a reference, you need to look for some conventions. What's there been done in this genre? Because this is what they always do. It's not a cheating. It's professional and just more conscious approach. Once you know language, you can play with it. You can make your own like ideas and jokes with it, like homage or quote. It's also called like intertextuality. When now it's called like in the modern language, it's called like how's it's called, make Easter eggs, kind of, right? When people who know context, who know this, um, who into subject, kind of, they can recognize source on which you kind of making homage, kind of making your creative note. So, okay, so once I warm up here with this, can go. So here was some other stuff I drew from the stream, and then here some prepared these three elements in a different perspective grids. So you see, you can same principle, very easy to draw these elements in a 3-point, 5-point fisheye perspective. This kind of 5-point perspective here. So let's do this one first. So here we have this even some measurement stuff. So here this guy is 2 meter and this guy is a 3 meter. Is some kind of super mutant. So you can give him some kind of gun here. So in here we have like a flying cyberpunk vehicle. Так. Second. So having this like general form, maybe we'll like a little adjust it. Give some more fancy. Some just random cables. Mhm. 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 Hello, Vinci. Cool. Thank you. Так. Иха. Yeah. Yeah, tell me something in the chat. I just like don't know what to say right now. If you give me some subject, I can talk about it. I just back home, I think make some video with process. I have like other videos talking about drawing cyberpunk cars. You can watch my previous streams. Have video about like drawing cars, drawing vehicles for beginners. It's kind of very convenient, very quick kind of technique with these basic forms. Also, yesterday I was on a YouTube channel Anime Academy, so talking about drawing cyberpunk vehicles. You can watch it. A very cool channel. Так. This is It's a platinum. I don't know, platinum something. Yeah, it's alive. Hello, Dawn. It's alive. I only didn't make yet Frankenstein. Fuck. It's alive. Jim Bond. Alive. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to make me on same time. So like, yeah, because I want to like more often, not just once a week. And in a way, for me, like doing live video usually more just as a form of production, because I like to make tutorials like this with one cut without editing. So, because like if you make a video and after you edit it and after you publish it, it takes so much time. I better like spend more time prepare for stream and just make one video without all this post-production. Так. We'll do this. Yeah, like to learn and enjoy is kind of you need to kind of manage it. So first of all, you need to have this desire and idea that is possible, and then somehow you figure it out. It's just kind of like if talk first kind of most basic principle here. It's funny how simple it is, but it's really like one of most efficient principle. It's like you want something, you have some desire, some wish kind of, right? You want achieve something. You need to clarify it. You need to like clarify for yourself like what actually you want. So get more specific. Sometimes to find this specific take time, and you will have specific from your practice, because like you try this, you try that, you experiment, and this practice just reveal like more clearly for you. So like, yeah, this is what actually I want. And then once you formulate, it's like more there's saying like answer, like question, it's a 50% of solution. So once you have like a good question, once you really understand what you want, it's already, you almost solve it. Use like halfway to your goal. So this is kind of mechanic of it, right? Whatever problem, whatever goal it might be, it's always like you need to work on clarify, to define it more and more clearly, because like I guarantee, like most of cases, you actually a problem kind of you not reaching something you want because you actually don't really understand, you don't really formulate what you exactly what do you want. And once you formulate, you just keep it in mind and you keep going. It's like row your boat and keep in mind what you want, what kind of quality, what kind of result, what type of work, what type of like job or life quality you want, whatever you choose. Just you keep in mind, you think like, yeah, I need to achieve it somehow, I don't know yet, but your brain start to like searching, and your subconsciousness kind of work better than your consciousness, because you just don't have all of your time to think about it and really process it. Your subconscious like process it much stronger. Yeah, so at least yeah, just having this question in mind is like how to manage to study and draw for fun and keep doing it, keep trying do it, keep study and keep trying to draw, and you will find how to manage it for yourself. It's kind of very personal for everyone how they eventually do it. So like eventually in the result you will find your style, your approach, your kind of own groove and everything. Basically it's all about this, is how you manage to do hard work and how you manage to sharpen and educate yourself to get to this high level. All the stuff about finding some teacher, or no, it's never about teacher, it's never about community itself. You should not have this like idea of finding somebody and they will help you with something. It's good if somebody help you, but it's not a solid plan, because even if you find somebody, it still will be your job to kind of make something from this, make it useful, kind of like every luck, every good opportunity. In a moment, they might feel like a very hard and boring job, kind of this. I don't know, just like give a very weird answer. Hello, Daniel. With this answer, sometimes, like I say, what the hell am I talking about? No. It's like you drop a stone into a well or in a lake, you see these waves going there. So I listen myself, saying like, okay, like what this dude is talking about. I hope it makes sense. Because at least, yeah, talking like how I find it, it's just like I always talk about this manga long time ago. I find that some funny manga, and I don't know where it was, some book, and there just was like a artist who was struggle because drawing manga is very hard, you know, like drawing your first comic book, and he came home trying to draw some new, and he like screaming like why I'm so not talented, or why my drawing so boring. And there is like a fairy appear, and she say, you know, you think like drawing it's only about like learn perspective, learn anatomy, all this composition and stuff. And she say like, you know, actually like everybody who you all these artists who draw like amazing and super dynamic, crazy, and fancy stuff, like which is looks like mind blowing, right? All of them was learning how to enjoy their work. You need to learn it. Like you learn how to draw, you also learn how to have fun when you draw. That's it. And it's like hard kind of for somebody from outside tell you like how it will work exactly in your case. But you will figure it out, that's for sure. It's not so difficult. It's just if you want to get to like a really good level, to some really good result, it always will be struggle. So it should be not a problem. Just have some struggle before you reach your goal. This is totally normal. And yeah, if you never think about it, if you will never think about how to draw something very complex and have a drive, like be in a zone, like have like really like, yeah, it's so crazy, it's so fun, you know. Like for me, I compare it to playing like a computer game or watching movie. I want it for me drawing be more fun than watching movie. Only then it makes sense. Because if movie is better for me is more fun than draw, then I'm not a real artist. Then I'm just kind of some poser kind of, you know, like I don't know. It's just important in my definition of artist. For real artists is nothing better than drawing. Nothing. It's not always like this, but when you get into zone, it's just like it's like universe open its secrets for you. Like you feel like Tetsuo in Akira, you know, it's just like there's like universe and stuff. It's like what the hell? And there's like a god, like hello Gene Bond, nice drawing, dude. It's just absolutely crazy, and nothing can compare to it. But I was kind of thinking about it. I really wish it to be something like that, and eventually it really became stuff like this. It's like sometimes it feels like you're drawing and there's like universe is parking, like stop near you, look behind your shoulders, like wow, nice drawing. It's like okay, thank you. But it's just some kind of moment. after you again can like struggles like, oh my god, I'm not a real artist. So it's not like you're feel like you're chosen by gods. It's like also I like this like if you just read interviews with different um, people who is really enjoy kind of their work, they're like this super pro. It's always kind of this. So like if you hear what talking like I hear somewhere like was this Formula One pilot. He was saying is like nothing. It's like best moment is when he gets into turn. Like where's this like a moment when he where it was in the movie. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe it was a movie like Ford and Lamborghini, or Ford and Ferrari. Hello, us. So he says this like kind of most true moment he can ever imagine when he feel like absolutely alive and feel like he lives this like 100% of reality is when he on the maximum of his capabilities and the maximum of vehicle capabilities like going into turn like so it's like maximum speed. So and he knows like if it will be little more pressure, just like little faster or some like little more this kind of physics something, it will be just collapse. And he's like exactly on the edge of an absolute collapse because it will be like 100% death for him. It will be like all this car, all this bolide will just explode, kind of broke into particles, right? So, and he know it, he can feel it. So, and he get into this like as like ultra zone, just imagine what kind of state is it. It's like ultra mega zone. It's not just kind of like, oh, I'm afraid of paper. I'm afraid of blank paper, Bro, he like, no, he can die any moment. It's like, it's so subtle. So it's just not in the human capabilities to control this. It's like absolutely somewhere like beyond. And how he alive this turn, like this, like top, um, it's like absolutely kind of peak test of his and the vehicle capabilities. How he survived it is just some kind of like a miracle. And he being like part of this miracle, he being is not just, you're not just like passive kind of observer. You're not just like being there. No, you active part of it because yeah, all your life experience, all your training, all your knowledge, all your intuition working on the maximum right here. But as a human, it's something being already something beyond like normal human mind. Like it's hard to comprehend like how how you manage stuff on a such like peak tension, this kind of level of performance. So this is just like example from Formula One, right? And this is just how it is. Like I don't know what's happened with this dude. Looks silly. At least I have like a very epic line about Formula One. Так. So yeah, so it's like I understand like everybody have pressure and it's sucks, and sometimes some very tiny thing can kind of make you like off track kind of stuff. But in general, I believe we also should also have this concept in mind that it will also failure to be too soft on yourself. This will be like big failure too, because you will never achieve anything if you will always kind of too careful, too soft with yourself. It's also kind of, you see, it's a balance, it's a personal, like some people they're just like not no, somebody have some special physique and whatever. So I'm not a doctor or somebody who can give recommendations, but this is how it works. Top performance, it always kind of risk. It's always a lot of problems. It's not came in a colorful package. It's like candy and donuts. All this like easy and funny stuff, which is like only funny, only easy. It's always a trap. So if you choose yourself, go a hard road, hard way, it's better than you being there like because you have no other way, right? You build just like you eat too much sugar because you cannot do hard work, you cannot train yourself because you don't like muscle pain, but then you eat too much sugar, now you're super fat, and it's also struggle. It's also bring a lot of pain. So my point here is like you can choose your struggle, and when you make it smart, it's lead you to some really cool results when you like do some cool performance. Так, that's really this dude totally weird. Here maybe he's standing on a box. Because these buildings are too small. Anyway, it's gonna be like he's standing on a corner with the two water pistols. Like I have this in my life also, was very cool moment. This really was amazing, like teach me a lot. I was like at 2008, I think it was 2008. I was in North Russia. It's like near Finland. It's like border with Finland. It's, before it was Finland, now it's kind of Russia because it was some kind of this. I forget which time it was, some wars there, and so nature's there amazing. All this forest, lakes, and I was living near forest. It's like about 17 kilometers outside of village, so it's like far from city, and then it's far from village. It's like really deep into nature, into this forest there, and I was with a friend. We just walking back to our house where all our dudes live in. It was some like kind of hippie community. That's funny, and we walk and we think like we will catch, like hitchhike some car. So they like maybe some like lumberjacks or how this guys will catch us on the way to our house, like we often did before. But everybody move other way. So everybody came from go other way, and we keep walking. We walking, and there is a rain begin, and it was like autumn. It's very cold already, and it's raining. And we already walk like 4 kilometers, and then we still have like 16 or 14 kilometers as 14. We walk in and we look, like this sites showing like how many kilometers we're walking. Like every kilometer have like this pole. So we're walking. So like, okay, man, it's a rain. If we will walk, like we will arrive like the next morning or something, because and the road is crazy. It's all puddles, mud, like very big mud, and it's like go like this, up down, super crazy. And we say, okay, let's just run. And we start run. I never been like a sport at this time. I like never run much. I have like terrible stuff in school and like sport classes. But here we say like, okay, let's run. Instead of walk under rain, get sick, we decide we will run. So anything like we run like couple kilometers to warm up. We run like 3 kilometers, maybe I was like, I don't know. Let's try to walk. We try to walk, say no, let's keep running. It's too boring to walk. So eventually we was running like 1 hour 30 minutes under rain, under all this. It was like hallucinating. It's just like I don't know where we like. I feel like we're running like all my life, and like my brain like screaming. It's like, hey man, why you running? Stop running. You can sit. You can relax. You can run next time. It's like talking to me. All this like my lazy brain in my head. And but we run all this 1 hour 30, and I think we will sick because like it's all cold, wet, all this rain everywhere, and but we arrive and I have so many energy. We like running around, like joking. There was some girls. I was joking with the girls. Some people see me first time in my life, and they think like, oh, this guy is so amazing. He has so much energy. He's so communicative. He has so many like like so charismatic. But I was just so high on energy. It's crazy. So instead of being tired, instead of being sick, I was just like top performance. We went to sauna. There was like a very cool time. And next day feel good. We have like all my muscle pain, but no sick, no any problem. So it's like was very important experience kind of for me. Say like how often like we think it's like, oh, you cannot do this. It's too dangerous. It's too bad for your health or something. In reality, all this is just crap. It's like so many marketing on your weakness. They telling you explain why you so fragile, why you so weak. You need to think about your past. You need to think about your trauma. Why you uncomfortable? Let's discuss your discomfort. What kind of discomfort? It's fine. I'm alive. I can walk. I have a hands. I have a leg. My brain working. I'm fine. No problem. So don't need all this nonsense. Just don't be too easy, like a jelly kind of all the time. Because there is so many potential, and it will like never appear to you, if you will always like so gentle. That's kind of Like, yeah, usually people tell like, oh, you say this, it's no good. I know somebody, he worked too much. Really? Work too much? Or he was just like, work so much, and after like just watch movie all night, drink alcohol with friends. Just like, yeah, maybe if you're not cut all this trash from your life, this will be too much for you. But it's not a work issue. It's you really like trying to um yeah, it's still kind of waste of time issue or some other stuff like addictions or bad habits. Just when I was also in kickboxing, there was a coach. He say have similar kind of story. He say was like about like 3 year before this day, or even like 5 year before day. He was when I was there on a section. He say well, he was in a hospital, and the doctor tell him he cannot be a coach anymore. He cannot be no. He say he cannot do any more sport because like his heart have some problem. So if he will do sport, he will die. And he say he go home, he think about it, and he say he decide he will better die on the training than kind of leave sport, because he's like he very famous. He very active. He like training, teaching a lot. Also, he been also like actually like kind of mixed fight something. I seen like there was fights with him like 5 year or 3 year after doctor tell him. So that's it. You know, he can like listen doctor and live last years of his life like very meaningless, like feeling lost and stuff. He just decide to risk kind of this. And like for artists, like we risk to be kind of rejected. You can have your interesting idea and nobody understand it. And like they start to make very big money with your art after your death. It's like, ooh. It's kind of risk. Yeah. Like again, I take this one. Bad pencil. So I mean, just like being honest, right? Just imagine, like, really, like there is somebody care of you more than you. This kind of like experts and some kind of like all these doctors on the internet, all this advertising, all this stuff they telling about you. Should be careful, like stuff. Like, what do they know? They know no more than you. Like, unless it's some kind of like a bone stick out from a body, broken bone or kind of stuff like this. It's just your inner struggles. Так. What is that? Так. Oh, yeah, maybe I should just add this. Yeah, like also talking about like difficult kind of like how to manage. Like I can give some examples how to enjoy hard work. Like I'm like from farmers. Like my childhood, I've been like really in a real hardcore village life. Not whole time, but sometimes I've been like visiting my grandma in a village, and sometimes like my other grandma took me to fields. So here and there, I've been working in the fields and like really working, like once I have like skin barn, like barn, yeah, burn my skin on the back. It was like bubbles, working like all day. It was just kind of how's it called, like a sugar roots something. It was like digging and collecting roots from ground. Um, and then I was like doing some stuff at home, like digging holes, digging trenches. Like I've been digging like for how's it called, pipes, water pipes, and it's kind of I was already studying art college, and in my at my home I need to dig all this like huge, like I don't know, like 30-meter long, or maybe even longer. It's a lot. Like all my yard, I was digging around, and it's like so boring. I didn't have like iPad, no iPhone before to listen audiobooks, so it's just like digging ground. It's like, come on, so boring, so tired. So I imagine for myself, I imagine like, oh, this is kind of like if it's World War II and I'm digging canal kind of, for soldiers, how it calls. So it's like we arrive into position and we know like tomorrow will be like enemy here, like enemy tanks and all this stuff. And our leader, he say like, hey, soldiers, like you need to dig these holes or you will just all die tomorrow. like an enemy will just get through you without any kind of, you will be useless. Without these holes, you will be useless. So your country, your life depend on this. And you start freaking digging because pain or uncomfort is not important. You need to you need to protect like everything you care about, kind of. And I think like, yeah, if it's kind of like my ancestors, they've been doing this kind of stuff, right? They've been like fighting, they've been struggle. So why am I like so weak? So it will be hard for me. Like I cannot handle this digging this freaking hole. And I was like, "Ugh." So this how you can handle something difficult. So I think like uh, drawing stuff, like learn perspective. I need to draw all this mileage, all this stuff. It's so dry work. It's so annoying. It's so hard. And there's so many frustration. Like I want to have result already, but it's not there after so many work. And you can sit and like cry about it, or you can say yourself like, hey, am I so weak? Like, am I worse than all other artists who manage to do this? No. So no, whatever, just you can really like create some story, just entertain or fool yourself to make it fun. This is kind of another trick. Create some kind of alien invasion, and it's like now you need to do all the stuff, or like humankind have no chance. Just whatever will stimulate you, just hack yourself, hack your brain. So, so somewhere in you have this kind of like code. You can program yourself, you can manage yourself. You just never try it. You never had this task, right? So now you try at least make some attempts, like how to organize yourself, how to be like your own boss, kind of make yourself do hard work and not just a slaver, right? But do this work and be happy about it. Not like no, sometimes, yeah, sometimes I was like using this like a fear and intimate, no, not like humiliating yourself. So like, are you so weak? Kind of, you know. Sometimes why not? When it's true, you know, when it's true, why not do this? So, it's kind of whatever happening here. Yeah, just listen some manowar, watch like first seasons of Vikings, some real stuff. Maybe it sounds like I don't understand question again. Anyway. Yeah, maybe make this one. Just some random cyberpunk stuff. Так. Yeah, seems my brain not actually kind of so much ready as I thought for streams right now. Just see what I can do. Because it's like I say always, it's very interesting process of drawing and then managing all the streaming process, because anyways, like, you need to look into comments. Even if there is no comments, there's kind of presence of invisible people watching you draw. So it's already kind of surreal situation. And where's your, whoa, when his mind is a little tired, it became completely surreal experience. It's just like, where am I? What am I doing here? Where is the light? Oh, let's try this. I don't want to dark. Welcome to the jungle. Back here's some shadow. Okay, yeah. Anyway, kind of something like this. Um, as much as I can do right now. Some cyberpunk stuff and talk some weird things here. Hope it was helpful or funny. Yeah. Write your comments. See you later. Yeah. Так. And do your homework. Draw more stuff. Draw. Draw. Where is it?
Madness. This is James Bond